Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're trying something a bit different, and I just really wanted to play with Thalia and the Gitrog monster, so we're loading up a bunch of Abzan Legends and seeing what the hell we can do on the ladder. So let's go look at the cards that we're going to be playing today. There's quite a few, so we're going to parade through these very quickly. So we're going to play Skrelv, and y'all know what Skrelv does. It protects our stuff and just kind of is a safety net for a lot of things. We are going to be playing a lot of creatures, so Thalia makes sense as well, because you don't really care if you have mostly creatures. Also, a fun combination of creatures we're going to be playing here involve Vran, Executioner Thrain, that actually lets you drain your opponent for 2 life, which is kind of nice, in combination with some other stuff we're going to be playing. And then Ellis also kind of packs on some extra damage to your opponent from here, and some extra life for yourself. Of course, Malira gets to do some fun stuff here and protect our other creatures, which is huge. And Adeline getting us some extra bodies and being a big body herself, which is a pretty big deal. Of course, we're going to be playing some Gix, because getting extra cards is good, especially if we're able to get some extra tokens snuck through with Adeline. And we're going to be playing Glissa, because I actually really enjoy Glissa. First Strike, Death Touch, and gives us the option to remove some things, so we love that. One of the new cards that's super annoying for opponents is Elish Norn. This feels really good. I think I'm only going to have 1 in this list, but realistically, if you want to play 2, I say go for it, because the card's really ridiculous in creature battles. Shieldred. The old one, the Apocalypse. Still good, and if we're going to be playing stuff like Gix and whatnot and Glissa to draw cards, this is going to just help us gain life and not let that be a drawback. Of course, Ratadrabic, because when legends die, you get your legends back as tokens, and you kind of get into some ugly situations for your opponent. And the star of the show today, Thalia and the Gitrog monster. I'm hoping we get this into play a lot, because I want to see how good it really is. And then, yeah, some removal, whatnot. That's it. That's going to be our deck. It's a bunch of legends, some removal. Hopefully we get some wins. As always, the full deck list will be at the end of the video, down in the description below if you just look for the arrows. And this is where I'd like to tell you, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it. Joining the channel would be even better. But otherwise, enjoy these games. We'll talk about the deck list at the end of the video. Okay, we have lands that come into play tapped that are not great for us here, but I don't think we can afford to play Skrelv turn 1. I'd rather have Go for the Throat in either of these on 3 in the right scenarios. Alright, well, this isn't the worst thing, because Skrelv's probably going to draw some heat here. So, I actually kind of like that. I could have left Go for the Throat up, honestly, if we wanted to, but nah. Okay, lots of Swift Spears. That's a thing to note. Alright, we're going to take a pile of damage here. I'm not protecting Adeline, though I probably should. But I figure this way I at least get a 1/1 blocker for upcoming turn. They did find land. Do they have a 1 mana spell? Or do they just want to play... Oh, Epicure. Okay, cool. That works out for us. Are they going to take a turn off here? Excellent. Excellent. That is fantastic. Now we just have to figure out, do we want to play Gix? Or do we want to... Actually, let's just attack first with Adeline. I mean, why not? I mean, like, what you gonna do, Fran? What you gonna do? I mean, this looks like a pretty sus attack. Ain't gonna lie. Like, if I was in their shoes, I'd be like, nah, something's going down. Like, we all know better here. The thing is, their hand could be any number of spells, which could make next turn really bad if we decide to play one of our 3 mana things and then just use Skrelv. Because we'd probably just end up chump blocking a bunch of stuff, unfortunately. They're just going to take the full 5. Wow. So this to me feels like they have some type of spell here and they don't want to waste a Swift Spear. So I'm going to play this a little conservative and pass. And I'm just going to live off Skrelv and go for the throats here. Yep, you got it, opponent. I mean, they could land Lightning Strike. I mean, that's real. Yep, we're definitely going to use this. Call red. Alright, do what you're going to do. Alright, so this is kind of what we were expecting. So let's go ahead and kill one of these. We'll block one of the big ones. We'll block this. Alright, so now we're in pretty good shape. We can play a Glissa if we want to. I think we just play Yawgmoth. And just say, sure. Opponent's at 6. We will take none of the cards. Don't want to risk any amount of life we don't have to here. Because the only way we lose is just doing something silly. Because now the opponent has to be on defense, and red decks hate being on defense. We have a Skrelv to protect our best creature. We have a removal spell to get rid of something on their side. It's about as good as we could hope for. Minus having one of our life gainers or something. Also, the opponent's name is Norit. For you who don't know what that is, that's a creature from Ice Age, I believe, a black creature, which is pretty cool. That's like a deep cut reference. Alright, opponent looks like they're doing nothing. And that's gonna be the end of them. Yep, that's it. Oh, yeah, let's keep it. While this does look a little rough having 3 tap lands, it's not like the worst thing, because we get to lead with Skrelv. Skrelv maybe dies or not on turn 2. Then we start working our way toward these other cards. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, Crawling Chorus. That makes Skrelv not nearly as exciting here, so we're going to go with Vran? Sure, why not? Just going to take our time a little bit here. Force them to have to play removal for all of our things. Don't take too much poison. Invasion of Gobakan. Take your pick, opponent. Probably Gix. Yeah, I was going to say, that makes a lot of sense. It's the biggest body right now in my hand. Ooh, Glissa, nice, though. Glissa's real nice. We ain't mad at that, I'll tell you that. Also, the battles aren't the best thing here for our opponents when they're trying to poison us, because they almost never want to poison us. They want to go after the battles, right? I would think. Though this deck appears to be something else, because I don't know if I've seen any that play blue. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on right now. Huh. I am a little befuddled, honestly. Also, if there's like Make Disappear, I also don't want to run like Ellis into that. But sure. Let's see what they got. And that might just be the case. If it is, it is. Okay, well, same thing, I guess. Could have paid for it, but nah. Let's do this. Play this. No need to attack. I mean, I guess we attack with Glissa. I mean, opponent's down to 2 cards. Like, nah, we'll take our time. I don't really know what's happening. I feel like there's going to be some sweeper, and then we're just going to be in trouble, right? It's kind of how this is going to go. But right now, it doesn't look like it. They appear to be playing a deck that wants to have a bunch of creatures out, because they are playing Protect the Negotiators. That is something. Okay, let's try this. I mean, I guess you could have another Iganjo. Oh. Well, that's like the least of our worries. Yeah, sure. I'm down. Okay. That's a weird one, but we'll take it. Ooh, what do we do with this? I guess we keep it. We gotta keep it, right? More red deck action. Let's play that. Probably not even going to play Vran next. Well, maybe we do, because if they kill something, we still get to gain 2 life. That's not like the worst thing. But we're probably just going to spot removal something, honestly. Spare Vran doesn't suck. But sure. I'm going to trade 3 damage for 2 damage, it looks like here. Squee. Well, that's unfortunate, because now I have to kill a Squee. Alright. Not the way I really wanted to go about things, but still take our 2. So we're going to go -7 all the way down to 9 on this turn. And kind of just hoping they don't have a removal for Glissa, but I bet they do. We have to hope they only have, like, lands in play with fires. Otherwise, this game's practically over as it is. Swift Spear and Gliss is dead. No, Gliss is not dead. Oh, we are at 8 only here, though. We would take 5 and go to 3. Is there anything we could do otherwise here? No, I think we just got to do this. Give them a pile of cards. Sucks. We got to go to 4. We did give them at least one burn spell, it looked like. Yeah, they got a lightning strike. Alright. Thalia trying to show up and do a little something. We could possibly attack, but that leads us to dead, most likely. Trying to think if there's any world here where, like... But if they draw... this sucks. They could already have a play with fire in hand. If they have... Alright, I think we got to do this. I think this is the only play that increases the odds that we don't die. Because Thalia could first strike, I think. The problem is I kind of wanted to get something dead with Vran on the field to gain 2 life. Which is one of the reasons I almost played it last turn. Because if they shot that, we would gain 3. And that would buy us some time. But don't think it's going to matter much here in the end. I think we're going to die just the same. Yep, we're down to 2. Die to every burn spell. They play something with haste. We die if we play that. Yeah, but we die either way. Yeah. Not getting land also hurt too. Having Thalia would have been nice. The Gitrog monster. Alright, GG's. All you gotta have is any burn spell here, opponent. We're dead. Come get us. Yep, that's all it took. Not a surprise. Sure. This is okay, I guess. They played a Mirren on one. Okay. Don't know if that's good or bad for us. I mean, all irrelevant if we don't find land. That's the biggest thing. Okay, there we go. That'll help quite a bit. Still gonna need a bit more, but we'll take what we can get here in the early goings. Alright. There we go. That's what we were hoping for. Let's play this. We'll attack with Thalia. Opponent's going to draw a card. In the turn. And then we're going to hope that we can resolve a Ratadrabix here. Defend ourselves against some sweeper. That's probably like the best thing we could hope for here. Alright. Liliana's cool. Sure. Resolve. I would like to sacrifice. Are we sacrificing Vran here? Does Skrelv still do enough work? I guess we sacrifice Vran. Mostly because protecting Thalia feels like it's still a job worth doing. Alright. So now if they sweep the board, we at least get a couple of things for our troubles. And then we can follow with Shieldred. And now if they have another Liliana, we just sack Thalia and don't care. Each player mills 3, and then each opponent discards a card and you draw a card. Okay. Well. They didn't mill anything worthwhile except for a Gix's command, so I'm probably just going to discard this. Actually, yeah, why not? Because we could be cute and get a double Thalia right now, if we really wanted to. Which is kind of entertaining, I'm not going to lie. But we're just going to do this for now. And attack, attack. Alright, end the turn. You got it. Sure, we'll pay white. Protect Shieldred. From black, I guess. I don't know. Sure. And now we got an upgraded Shieldred because it goes from being a 1/1 to being a 2/2. It's like all the value. If they kill a Thalia, we don't really mind. Truthfully. Yeah, opponent scoops. Alright. Ooh, no white mana here. We have removal, we have a Gix. Alright, let's try it. Feels a little bit risky, though. Oh, especially against a red deck. This hand is not going to fly. And if we can't play our spells on time, this is going to hurt a whole bunch. And we got to take 2 from a grasp here. So we're going to be up against it pretty badly. This helps a little. Not a lot, but it helps a little. And the fact that it can gain us some life. But that's kind of all it's doing for us. I mean, we need the white mana regardless. I guess we go ahead and do this. And if they use like a lightning strike on that, fine. They're not shooting us with it, so that's like the next best thing. Sure. Alright, so we go to 16. So that's like one of the better things that could have happened to us here, actually. We're going to be at 12 life at the end of this turn. And that's not bad. Like, that's pretty reasonable. Now we're just hoping to draw a land. No, we already have the land. We have Boseiju. I forgot about that. Never mind. So we can Thalia up. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Sure. We will block here and give you a card. Give you 2 cards. Well, 3, but you get to keep 1. Were those anything good? Oh, Phoenix Chicks. Alright, cool. That could have been a lot worse. Question is, do they have removal to kill our Gix, or are they just going to play the Phoenix Chick? Excellent. So now Phoenix Chick won't bash us next turn. Oh, and we get to gain life? Oh, so good. So good. We might have stabilized. Just maybe. Because next turn we can definitely play Ellis, gain a life, play Vran. Then we'll see what's up. Yep, that's tapped. That's alright. Seems good. Probably would have played him in the other order, because then you get a pumped up creature next turn, but now the question is, do we even want to attack? We're going to play that. I'm just making sure we don't take damage. Sorry, it's a little slow there. I was just double checking some things before stuff got off the rails. I'm going to go and attack, and I think I'm going to sacrifice the Llanowar Waste. Just double checking, but I think that's what we want to do. I don't want damage lands really anyway. Okay, that's fine. Going to 16. Now we have Infernal Grasp up. If our stuff dies, we get to drain the opponent. Like so. This isn't too bad. Swift Spear comes in tapped, even though it is bigger. Mechanized Warfare. Sure. Interesting. We'll kill the Phoenix Chick. We'll block with Vran. Actually, no. We'll just block with Ellis. Actually, I don't even know what I want to block with here, actually. Yeah, we'll block with Ellis, because we get to gain 2 life. And keep Vran, which is just better. Nice. That's perfect. And we'll destroy this. Have a land. Maybe I could have waited till their turn, so maybe they draw a land. But either way, we're into it. So we attack for 4. Opponent goes down to 10. We will sack Boseiju. Draw a card. Blissa works. I am going to take the action and go to 8. We're going to live on the edge a little bit. Because that comes in and play tapped. We can chump block a Swift Spear. Yep, Reckless Impulse. You got it. Land. Cool. I will Bloxies. Actually, I'll double Bloxies. Whatever. Kill what you want to kill. That'll work. That should lock things up. Yep, that's going to do it. Okay, this seems fine. I say that. It's against a red deck. We'll find out how fine really is. If we can get an actual 4th land, Red Aggro is actually reasonable here. And Thalia is not bad. It usually slows them down for a turn. So we get some value out of it. Not a lot. But we're definitely going to need help for next turn. I mean, we can kill a creature for virtually no cost. And we can keep Thalia alive here for 2 life. So that's not the worst thing. Thalia's not going to get to block effectively here anyway now. Alright, it just dies. Not worth the hassle. Yep, we take it. Okay, there's our 4th land. We pass. Man, I almost wanted them to tap out and play like a, I don't know, maybe a, oh, whoa, what? Really? Alright. That, I almost just trigger happy played the go for the throat. I don't know what just happened. Alright. That's a thing. Oh, Vran, can we get you online? That would be big. I think we gotta go with this. Because this at least taps down a thing on their side. So we don't get hasted by anything. Slows down stuff like Raiju and Squee. Reckless Impulse. Found 2 land. We go to 8. We can also sacrifice stuff to Thalia with Vran out. If we want to. And that's an option. So if we attack here, I can sacrifice a land, which I'll probably do. I'm trying to think, what could they do for it? There's a couple of cards they could do 4 damage with here. Yeah, we just let that ride, I think. We'll sack this. Alright, that works. That works. Sure. In the turn. I mean, we could also play AO next turn too, but this is not the worst option. Lightning strike us to 5. We will shoot one of these to go to 4. I will sack one of my own things. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was trying to think of a way I could do all of this, but I really can't. So we attack with all of it. I need to sack something, and I need Vran to stay on the field. So I'm actually going to sack Thalia here, because this also unlocks... Got to back up Thalia. Also unlocks our Go for a Throat, but opponent going to 3 means we can kill them on their turn by just killing one of our own creatures. This is for each, whenever another creature we control dies. Alright. So we're going to go to 5. And we can respond to anything they want to do here. Stoke the Flames. Just to be cute. They're going to be cute. We're going to be cuter. There you go. Okay. This is not the best. But you know what? Oh, man. We're going to keep. We're going to keep. I'm just going to draw some 2-mana thing I can cast. A Thalia. That'll work off the top, right? Actually, no, that's not half bad if we actually had something worth playing here, but we don't. So I'm just going to play this. Might as well get in with Skrelv, because can't do anything to protect itself. But Skrelv getting to unlock Glissa could be helpful. Invasion of Gabakan. Or Yo Gaba Gaba, as is told. Yep. I no longer get a Glissa, and we'll just be sad about it. Okay. Well, the good news is they're likely playing creatures if they're playing that in white. So maybe our removal spells will do something. Oh, angels. That's not cool. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use this because, oh wait, no, I needed to use Go for the Throat. Gosh dang it. That's bad. I mean, I guess we have Beseju, but if they played Steel Seraph, that would have been more of a problem. Alright. Pass the turn. Let's see what's up. Also a little bit of a tough spot because we may want to keep the Beseju and play a Glissa. Which, fortunately, we don't have to use the Beseju. Because that would have sucked. Let's see if they have a protection spell for this. They might. Totally okay with that. I am accepting of these circumstances. Do you have another one? If so, let's see it. They don't. Alright. We got the information we needed. Now let's just see how big of an angel they play here. Alright. They got 5 mana. Is this all of it? Okay. That's not so bad, actually. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Could have been much worse. Oh, they didn't even blink their Giada. Interesting. Like, you know I have this, right? From white. Yeah, it always seems kind of weird when that stuff happens. What do we do here? We attack with Glissa and probably nothing else. That seems kind of lame, but probably the right play. And we'll likely just get a card. Lose a life, draw a card. Actually, we could remove counters from something. That's kind of sweet. Would shrink their creature, but nah. We're gonna get greedy here. Just checking my mana, making sure Arena's not gonna wreck us. All right, giant angels incoming, and we have no removal cards in hand. So this is not great for us. Man, where's our Ayo, that's what we need. The Dawn Sky should be showing up here. Now, unfortunately, that only gives +1 to things that attacked this turn. So that's good news. That's bad news. But, can we find a kill spell? Oh, there's some black mana for them. That's good. Alright, kill spell. On deck. That's what we need right now. Okay, hey, that qualifies. That totally qualifies. Okay, this is an enchantment we could destroy with Glissa. We could also remove counters from a thing with Glissa. We could make Gix attack. Wow, there's so many things going on here, actually. Let's... Gix costs 7 to activate. I kind of want to just get a little nuts and go with this. I mean, we're at 15. That is a lot in the air already. That's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not great, I'll tell you that. Attack, attack. Does Thalia even matter here? Like, I assume not, but they're just going to block, and then... Yeah, that's not super good, but okay. Let me just chump block Glissa with the companion, though. I could see that being a real thing. I mean, opponent has to know something's up here, because, like, why am I attacking with a Gix when you have a 4/4, right? Wow, 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 wow. Do we want to remove counters? Or do we want to destroy a thing? I guess we have to just destroy an enchantment. Yeah, you might as well sacrifice it. Alright, we'll take that action. Eh, that wasn't the most helpful thing. Opponent goes to 9. Question is, do we die if we go lower? Well, no, we could still kill one of their creatures here, so we're fine. Ooh, Shieldred, though. Alright, I'm in. Alright. And we can use Skrell for no damage if something were to happen, and we can Iganjo something. So I don't think we're dead, and we get to put a lot of pressure on the opponent here. Ooh, Lisa, though. That's a big pain. Yeah, that's not cool. Okay, how are we going to get out of this? I mean, we just killed Giada, I guess? Opponent doesn't want to tap an attack because they're only at 7. I'm sort of trying to devise a way to kill my own creatures and drain the opponent here, actually. But yeah, let's go ahead and just kill Giada. Yep, they get it back in hand. That makes sense. Come on. Ooh, does this do it? Alright, so if we attack with Shieldred from white, so they go to 3. We sack Malira, they go to 1. Yeah, okay, I think that's going to do it. Then we make this unblockable from white. Attack with just that. I mean, I guess technically we could attack with Glissa, but whatever. I guess we might as well attack with Glissa. I mean, is there a downside? They block with Lisa, we just kill that. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, makes sense that gets jump blocked. Yep, you got it. We'll take the action. And then we'll sack this, because we'll want the damage to happen before they have a chance to do anything. We'll just protect this. Like, oh, actually, protection from white. Haha, we'll protect that. All right, that's going to do it. I mean, I guess I could have just played Varan and let one of the Varan die. That was stupid. Either way. Wait, why did it... Oh, wait, what? They were at 7, 3, 2. What did I miss? Whenever the creatures you control die, each opponent is like again. This play triggers only. What else died? Did I miss something? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back in editing. I totally missed a thing, and I don't even know how. I'm still honestly not sure what I'm staring at that just happened here. This is the strangest thing right now. I'm so baffled. I'm probably still gonna win this, but like, it's totally baffling me at the moment of what's even happening. All right, we'll kill this. They go to 8. All right. We got everything we needed anyway. This is such a weird thing. Well, now I have... Oh, I can't go for the throat that. Ugh. All right, opponent's at 8. We just kill the 4/3 and get in with everything, right? You block our 2 biggest things, and then you take 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, sure. All right. Yep, that'll do it. Do I want a card? I guess so. Like, I guess sure for sport, why not? Don't even lose the Shieldred. Alright, that was weird. We'll keep, though I would really like to have gone first with this hand, that's for sure. Oh, even more so with the opponent playing blue and us holding 2 Thalias. Alright, well, maybe Thalia still get to do something here. Slowing down the opponent so they can't play their freely targeting things very easily. Sure, no blocks. It's not worth it. I'll go with this. See what the opponent wants to do. I will attack. Alright. And then I think we're just going to play Elish Norn next turn. Though playing Gix isn't awful because the opponent obviously isn't going to be doing a whole lot here. Alright, get to go get a second one, which is going to make our life miserable. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Without a removal spell, we're kind of toast. If they attack, we're definitely going to block. I mean, they get to kill Adeline, but, you know, is what it is. They are not attacking, though. So that works out well. That's actually not bad either. Wow. This is very interesting. Alright. I say we attack then. And just see what the opponent wants to do. I mean, we get to play piles of blockers in the way. And they don't know we have a backup Thalia, obviously. That's all they're blocking. Well, I guess we go ahead and use this. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I'm just like, I'm trying to think, like, do I want to make them use a spell? But yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, that just dies. Like, kind of like, what's the worst thing that happens there? I guess we go with this. I mean, we're only at 2, but, I mean, it could end up being a lot more poison over the next couple turns if we're not careful. Alright. Let's see what you got. They only have 3 cards. So even if they had something that targeted, that's 2, 4, 6. We're only at 8 poison at that point. So they'd have to draw something. Though, that's not true. They could be about to blink some stuff out with March. And that would suck. But they can only get... Well, if they discarded a card. Yeah, so that's not great for them. Thalia is actually doing a lot of work here. Okay, so it was a March, like we anticipated. Now it's just, what else do you have? I mean, if it's another March, we're dead anyway. Right? Or 2 things that target. We're dead just the same. Yeah, I mean, we have to block. I mean, it is what it is. If you're targeting with 2 things, we lose. Okay, so they won't be playing 2 of them, because they only have 1 mana left. And they're at 12. Can we kill them? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another creature is 10. We could play a creature to be 11. So make this 4. So that's 7. 8, 9. Plus 1 is 10. Plus the other one's 11. That's not going to work. I don't know if I have a way to win from here. I think this is the best we can do. And then we're still dead. Because we can't even risk targeting their stuff or we just die. Because if they get anything that targets, we lose anyway. But that's 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's only 11, sadly. I needed a Skrelv. That is not going to do it. We can take action. Not sure what we're hoping to happen here, but maybe. Nope, nope, nope. None of those make a difference, really. Alright. GG's. I mean, they have to have anything that targets, yep. Alright. Ooh, alright. We'll try this. I don't have double black, so this is gonna suck a little bit. But maybe not too much, if we're lucky. Hey, no cut down. This is the 2 days in a row we didn't get cut down on turn 1. We had the opportunity. I feel so good about that. That's so nice. Now what, though? Well, if we add a line, we trade, they lose, we get a token. And let's go with this instead. And if they spend their turn killing Gix, then I guess we get Elish Norn. You just have that guy. Fair enough. No attacks. Just in case they make us sacrifice a non-creature thing, we'd like to have something more relevant here. Alright, that works. We can play this. We can attack. Sounds good. Let's kill that. And lots of options here to drain the opponent. Because they blocked with things, we will take the action. Ooh, another one. That's cool. That doesn't suck either. Okay. That's a good 1-2 hit there. We are totally okay with an Invoke Despair. They can have our token. That is not an Invoke Despair. Even less of a concern. Alright. We got all kinds of things going on here. We only have 6 mana, though, so we can't really Thalia yet if we want to. Actually, that's not true. I guess we do that in a Vran. That's legit. Sure. We'll just run some stuff out there for sport. Why not? And... actually, no need. Let's do this. Then we'll just set up a big attack next turn. We can even sack a token to Thalia and Gitrog monster. Now they can't even block with Bank Buster, so that's awesome. Shieldred's going to come into play tapped here. So if they kill something, it's probably going to be the Gitrog monster. At least I would think so. But yeah, we have all kinds of stuff happening. If stuff gets through, we get cards. If they block our stuff, they take damage. If they play anything, it comes in tapped. Like, we've kind of... oh, another Bank Buster. That's actually a little bit annoying for us. Believe it or not. I mean, I would kill it. I'm not going to say, that makes sense. It's not the worst thing you could do. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Because it only costs 1 anyway. At least get a look at what we got over there. Ooh, Ratadravix. Never mind. Oh, we could just get the Elish Norn back. But nah, we're going to go with this. And now when stuff dies, it all comes back as extra stuff. Like, yeah, this is great. I mean, you get to block the Gitrog monster, where that's fine. We will get rid of one of these. Ah, that didn't help. I was hoping maybe we get lucky and get a removal card here, but no such luck. It's all good, though. Oh, they're not even wanting to put the Bank Buster at risk. That's interesting. Okay. Not how I thought that was going to go. I guess he just figures since it's going to come back anyway, it doesn't matter all that much. Alright, we can use that again. That's fine. And then things come back. Take action. Opponent loses life. Ooh, and we get a Skrelv. Play a land, because we can play an extra land for the turn. Cool. Alright. I don't know how the opponent gets out of this one. Alright. We're in pretty good shape with them drawing here, I think. And anything they play won't even be able to be a blocker here. Yeah, Shieldred's not going to cut it. I mean, just for sport, I guess. Get back the Elesh Norn. I mean, that's kind of it. Alright. Okay, so a couple of things here. Obviously, Thalia worked out fine, you know, all that good stuff. I would say if there's anything we wanted to replace, I would be willing to cut like one Malira and maybe one of our removal, though that is kind of tight. Could be one Skrelv, actually is probably more correct. To play one of the battles that slows the opponent down, the Battle of Gobak Khan, I believe it is. This thing. Partly because we can actually slow down some sweepers and stuff for the opponent as well on those turns you don't have Red Aggro or Thalia out or something. So this is actually not a bad choice if you wanted to do that. I could see, like I said, maybe cut a Skrelv, cut a Malira, and play this. Even with a Thalia out, this only costs 3, and I think that's more than reasonable. You can even use Skrelv to make it easier to hit that, which isn't a bad thing either. So there's some options there, I think, if you want to go that route. Otherwise, I would say, except for a couple of rare situations, maybe wanting to kill a Bankbuster or something, we really didn't need the go for the throat. I mean, the Infernal Grasp would be what they are. I mean, we could just make that a 4th go for the throat and call it good. I do also think, though, there were some cases where something like a King Darien would have been pretty sweet. Just because our creatures ended up a little bit small a couple of times in battle, and that was a little bit tough. So I think if we could account for that, that could help a bunch, because if you look, we have Thalia, Skrelv, Ran, Ellis, that are all small toughness until you get to Malira. And we don't really have any 2/3s, 3/4s, you know, we have 3/3. We do have Adeline once Adeline comes out. So I think something like this is close. I would like to have another King Darien. I don't know where it goes. Like I said, maybe get rid of Skrelv is an option. And with us also having first striking things with Glissa, Thalia, Gitrog, the +1 actually really does matter. Lets you take down some other things in combat you don't necessarily have to worry about. Granted, a couple of those do have Death Touch and first strike, so it's already difficult. But having larger creatures can't hurt. We didn't get the Dawn Sky all that much, and we did get a little bit land flooded. So I'm actually willing, because we are playing 27 because of these legendary lands, so I'm actually okay cutting one Eiganjo and maybe playing another Darien. The only other concession I would make here is don't forget that Lauren is an actual thing if you wanted to play that to deal with artifacts and enchantments. So you do have some other options there. I'm just a little bit concerned about the toughness on it, because that's where you lose those matchups against like mono red, mono green. Like, you got to be able to go toe to toe with them on some level. At least against mono green, we have the Death Touch first strikers that could help, and that can buy us some extra time. Maybe gaining some life from like Vran, Ellis kind of situation. But mono red can be real tough. We did win a couple, but they are rough. But yeah, something like this I think is what we're looking at. So 3 Skrelv, though I think you could get by with 2. 4 Thalia, 4 Go for the Throat, 2 Vran, 2 Ellis, 3 Malira, 2 Adeline, 2 Gix, 2 Glissa, 2 King Darien, extra large the 8th, 1 Elesh Norn, 2 Shieldred, the Apocalypse, 2 Ratadrabix, 2 Thalia, and the Gitrog monster, 1 Aeol, the Dawn Sky. Then we have 2 each of Eiganjo, Takenuma, Beseju. Then we have 4 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Deathcap Glade, 2 Llanowar Waste, 2 Overgrown Farmland, 4 Razor Verge Thicket, 4 Plaza of Heroes. There is a concern here also with land, though, that I wanted to talk about, is we had a lot of times where we had a lot of lands that came into play tapped. So I'm actually okay cutting a Deathcap Glade, playing another Llanowar Waste, I think is actually reasonable there. I wish we had some other good fast lands. We don't have the black-white one. We don't have the green-black one, because I really, really would like having those. There were just a lot of times where a land coming into play. Matter of fact, I think I'm just going to make the change on Deathcap Glade as well, because we have a couple of things that gain life, so it's not like the end of the world. And we don't often need it for a color. We just need it to come into play untapped, right? So we can play like a Thalia or go for the throat or whatever early. And then after that, we're kind of fine. So yeah, I think that's more of what we want the lands to look like. And that would solve some of those early issues. But otherwise, yeah, I think this is going to be the list that's going to be posted. Yeah, so this one's tough. This one feels very matchup dependent and draw dependent, which is a little bit weird, right? Because if you get something like your setup, you get Thalia, you get Ratadrabic, whatever, you don't really care about sweepers all that much, right? Because you can slow them down, and then when they happen, you get a bunch of tokens. Against mono red, it's like, okay, do I get my bigger bodies? Do I get my life gain? If I do, I probably win. If I don't, you know, there's that. So it's a little bit tough. We do, like I said a second ago in the deck review, we do actually have several first strikers with Death Touch or whatever, and that helps in the green matchups, so those are at least winnable. And Thalia and Gitrog Monster's ability actually really does matter. Putting stuff into play tapped comes in huge in those. But red is kind of a coin flip, even though if you play tight, you kind of have a chance. But yeah, it's a tough one. I like this. It's a lot of fun, but it does include a lot of rares, so I'd say if you don't already have them, I'm not sure I'd go out of my way to craft them. But if you do have them, it is a really sweet deck to play. But you just kind of have to play really carefully and know what you're walking yourself into. Is this one that I'm going to say, like, you're going to get a whole bunch of wins? Maybe. You really don't know. But I wouldn't say that's like the wins are going to be easy. So if you are more of a beginner to mid-level player, I would probably skip on this deck, because it's going to, even though it's a creature deck and it looks easy, there are a lot of really tight choices and decisions to make. Probably if you're a more advanced player, you'll likely have more luck with this than not. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Tiny Bones. Why? Well, Tiny Bones, remember, this card got crazy expensive when the whole Jumpstart thing first came out, and it was like super hot. And the card actually is still good. You know, if the opponent discarded things, you get to draw a card, lose a life, and then you could just pay a bunch of mana and hit somebody for 10, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, the card now is down to, I think, 8 or 10 bucks, so way down from where it was at its peak, and actually is worth acquiring if you're playing a discard deck. Now, I don't know if this goes into anything for Commander or whatever, but it's probably good for kitchen table games and probably some weird Canlander formats where you're playing a discard plan. But yeah, it's kind of a cool card, so if you missed it, you may want to check it out. Now, if you enjoyed today's deck and you're looking for some other 3-color shenanigans, check out this Naya tokens list I played. That was actually a heck of a lot of fun. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.